Hey everybody, welcome back to Dawntrail. This time for the land of Levin. We're in a new area. Brand new area. It looks pretty horrible, actually. It looks pretty nasty. This is Ernval's home, is it? It doesn't make sense. The tower. Was it always there? Oh, that big ass fucking tower. No, definitely not. All that wall over there. Halting us from getting to the other half of the area of the map. We'll have to walk around. The material is not something we use in Tulial. It's closer to what we saw at the gate of the Golden City. For those mechanical soldiers. Such a massive structure couldn't possibly have been built in such a short time. And I am inclined to assume that we've been transported to another location. Or perhaps... Well, speculation will avail us naught. We need to learn more before we can draw conclusions. Let's take a look around then. Okay, Jose, sounds good. So is this where Ernval lives, or is Ernval lives a bit further up, you reckon? No, look at these boys. Oh, a defective turret. Defective. Oh, very good. Axbeak. Oh, look! Oh, look. Has it? Oh, shit. It's got this little peanut body. Oh. See what I mean? Like, he's got like a little peanut body. He has no arms. How does he stay up? He must have tremendous... I guess his body is like a counterweight. His tail must weigh a ton. Very odd. Yo, Isaac. That looks like a train station, doesn't it? Oh, up there. Oh, yeah. Okay. That must be the Julian station where the passengers disembarked. Then perhaps we'll find something to talk. Perhaps we'll find someone to talk to there. We'll investigate. So do we think that this is like time dilated? This area is like time dilation. We need to turn something off before we can fix the time dilation, or do we think this is like a big ass ship? Do we think this is just a ship that just lands and like clunks itself into the ground? Oh, it's fucking cool looking, isn't it? Eh? Super cool looking. Town kind of looks kind of decrepit. Looks kind of fucked up. Like, not like blasted up either. It just kind of looks old. I'm pretty sure this is the Julian station. But apart from the state of it, I swear it'd been abandoned years ago. I'm not sure what to make of this. You should look around a bit more. It's not the first time we've fucked around with time. Perhaps it was time dilated when the orb was created, and then it slowed down to our time when Zoljar left the area. Maybe? It's all rusty. You find a train turntable. The thick layers of rust suggest hasn't been used in years. Oh, I think that's exactly what the deal is. Tracks are heavily rusted. It hasn't been tended to for a long time. Yo, there's a wind. Hold on. Let me get that. Discover a new location. Oh, ooh. It's so nice. Oh, look at these guys. Oh man, they look like something kind of like Tales, don't they? Like Tales of. Like if we were playing like Tales of Berseria or something, like that's exactly what sort of thing we'd fight. They're saying that I guess the axe beaks are too. Though they don't look quite right. Dilapidated building. The building is rotten husk. It's clearly been many years since anyone lived here. But they only arrived a couple of days ago. Has to be some kind of time dilation. What the fuck? Sir? Finished poking around, have you? Discover everyone else. Why don't you all take a look at this? It's one of the mechanical soldiers. Long since broken, apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms this is indeed Jaroljar's domain we're in. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? Shit's rusty as hell. So all evidence suggests this is Yulsin Station. I have no doubt. We're in Yulshin. It's not even. That's not how you say it, is it? Yeselin. But I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were barely completed a year ago. For new structures to dilapidate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know any better, I'd say time flows differently here. Is such a thing even possible? Oh, yeah. We've encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, or wood is but one of several in some respects. Our world is one. Sorry, our world. Wood? Did I say wood? Our world is but one of several in some respects. There are similar ones to another, but in others are wholeheartedly different. Wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years have come and gone in another. But if this in Yusulin, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections, dimensions. If Erenvale says this is Yusulin, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Yeah, I think he's a bit terrified to go look. Erenvale! Oh. Yes, it's a short distance, northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. Bzz, may I be of assistance? Still functioning. Doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. Seems to be broken. Too strange by half. Leave it be and get going. And those lightning rods. Looks like a budget Thunderplanes. Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. Alright. Where are we heading? Heading along the tracks? Choo-choo? Choo-choo along the tracks? He did the same as me. That's funny. Well, it's definitely down. Let's hop down here. Yep. Look there. Lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests they're some manner of lightning rod. Let's go take a closer look. Yeah, alright. I mean, we didn't tell anybody. Oh, fucking Jesus. I'm struggling here. Struggling to press buttons. Perhaps we should have told everyone else where we were going. What's up, Graha? The material appears to be the same that's used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings, rather than reminiscent of arcane runes. These, I suggest, are not merely decorative. I would persist. It's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share this observation with Stola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village. Find the others. Alright. Oh, more things, he said. I guess. I mean, if you hadn't said anything, Graha, I would have just kind of assumed that it was like exposed circuitry. Look at this. Wow. Oh. This place is not good. Oh, we're in Vale. Not gonna be happy with this, are you? What in the world? Do you see like a weird like figure there when the camera looked up towards the top of the building? I think it was just the color of the rock, but it looked like a dude standing there. This is his house. Oh, that's fucked up.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, music. Don't tell me her name is Garnet.
I apologize for giving
I'll lose
you fright.
I'll lose my mind.
However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolcha has told me a great deal about you.
Sorolcha?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria. I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Oh my god, the FF9 music. Love it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
King of Resolve?
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Then you were both behind the attack on Tulihiola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
Tell me you have like an army and you couldn't take him down?
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Here we go. Proof of my point. He's been gone for
I've never
years.
heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani.
Yasulani, how you say it.
The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know.
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the First. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Okay, well then where are the people who lived here before? I think they were just, like, crushed under the new bit of land? Like, what were you thinking?
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shitona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides,
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihiola?
noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zeralja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolo.
So he alone is to blame.
Wow. Don't know about that.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
I don't like her weird glowy
Wonderful.
collar.
If you would follow me.
I think there'll be trouble if Zeralja hears of us. It's a little odd for the Queen to be walking about on her lonesome. That is true.
Is that concern or suspicion?
Suspicion.
If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
What are you talking about?
I jest, of course. But you do strike me as the most capable here.
Okay. That's saying, but we're going to have to trust her. Anyway, when you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, claiming herself queen, is suspicious. I agree with you, Alize. She's suspicious as hell. A royal welcome. Good. Well, having established that we should be wary, we should use more information. So let's head to the outskirts. Okay. This way, I guess. The outskirts. It's literally what it's called. The outskirts. Okay. So this is the land of Alexandria. Is that the big thing in that reflection? Is the kingdom of Alexandria? Are they like one of the big ones, like Limsa size or like Garlemald size? Look at these. Oh, I like these. These are cool. You must have similar farming facilities in Tyrrell. Not really. They're completely different to ours, but no idea how those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error, and the Tyrrelli have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing, but the environment makes it challenging, and there's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to flourish. The buildings here, as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrope, a material we use for a myriad of devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps, if you would follow me nearly to the outskirts. She's suspicious as hell. I don't trust her. Don't trust her one bit. No siree. These are pretty cool though. Oh. It's a nice little farmland. Oh. Cute outfit. Little bonus. What? Yeah, the outskirts. Oh my god, the music.
Here
Killing me.
we are.
It's killing me.
Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
Oh, everyone seems to like her.
You look well, Paquine.
Oh my god, you know the names.
And Catogne, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can. Even the most trifling details.
Alright, how do you remember it all?
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Yeah, they all seem to like her.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolo's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Popone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawaktan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
Do you robot?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
Oh, the robots are just like spies. Just can't tell them. Maybe like a rebellion or
I have a
something?
question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the
Try
Old
3
Dominion time
days.
are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Yeah, that's what led us to that
30 years.
conclusion.
Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence.
Right, so as soon as the base was built, you think the time dilation stopped?
Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
I mean, this is a piece of another reflection. You suppose time is still passing faster in here? I don't think it is.
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
What? Hold on. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two things. Yeah, because it's the same time, we're in the same timeline because he contacted Justola via link pearl, right? So we know that the times are at this point in sync.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
She seems like a very nice person, but that makes me not trust her.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Even if I
I
don't
don't-
understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zoralja.
I'm not sure it's the same people, right? Like, if this existence, this area, become part of the other area,
Perhaps you'd care to
Or-
see how we make our living.
did the tower just appear and they've had 30 years to change the environment? That would mean Vale's mother is 30 years older. But she was roughly the same age as their dad, right? So she must be an old woman by now.
Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
Okay. So everyone seems to like her.
can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
You might be too easy to convince. She's probably fine, and she's probably like a good guy, you know. We should probably attune. She's probably a good guy, and I imagine the plot of maybe the next expansion might resolve around that new reflection, maybe? Don't know. We doing wares, recycling? Okay. Oh, I can't do this yet, huh? Okay. Fair enough. Alright, let's go ahead and send them. Certainly a lot of intrigue going on. Etrop has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced anything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and did not want to focus ours upon them. We went to such lengths so that our culture could coexist, not even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone's appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turial tongue is surprisingly similar to the Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases which are... There is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Those mutual respect and understanding and patience with Alexandrians and the Turali have learned a great deal from each other. And I'm sure there are much you wish to learn as well. So please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Alright, next time, a day in the life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all then. Bye bye.